Hey guys, I'm Morthadon and we are back for Better Call Saul Season 4, Episode 8. So, last time we had the, whatchamacallit, Hector wake up. That's one thing. We had a bit of a time skip, right? I believe, where we went from like 10 months away or something until he gets his license back to being like 1 month away because he said, Huell can't wait a month for me to get my license back. But Jimmy was selling phones, doing all that stuff. He had Huell as his bodyguard. Huell hit a cop and is now in big trouble. So Kim has an idea. I'm looking forward to seeing what it is. She went and bought like a bunch of like highlighters and colored notebooks and like things like that. So I'm really curious what she has planned to help him out. But yeah, 2.5 years for hitting a cop over the head with a bag and didn't even like hurt him or anything is crazy, especially since she was talking about guys who broke a cop's nose and got like 5 months and then like some probation or something like that, right? So yeah, crazy stuff. But we have the guys getting antsy and they need some R&R for excavation of that hole and everything. So we'll see if Mike comes up with something for that. But either way, I'm looking forward to Jimmy getting his license back. We're seeing him be Saul, like, seemingly Saul Goodman as a, guy selling cell phones. So I wonder how quickly we're going to be getting into him doing that as a lawyer. So I guess we'll find out. That's been the question since the start of the show. But yeah. Alright, guys, we're going to start the episode here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now. I had to do that twice, by the way, guys, that countdown, because the first time I misclicked and I didn't actually hit play. Good times. But don't worry, we're good. I cut it out. I cut out the bad one. Alright, so he's going somewhere, do some shit. Going on a road trip. Filling out postcards in different colored pens and markers and stuff. But what's the purpose? How does this help Huell? Does he have to go to all these places and, like, mail it out from there to make it, like, look legitimate? Is that why he's on the bus? He did a lot of that in the mailroom, right? He's used to that. I remember he was, like, talking about how he did it. Like, they have a way to wet it when you work in a mailroom, right? But he was doing it with his tongue for the longest time before he figured that out. That was a point earlier in the show, right? Where they talked about that. Oh no. Well, tell someone you got the nasty farts, and I guess they leave. What kind of pen holding was that? Did you guys see that shit? Oh, is he trying to do different handwriting to look like different people? Is that what's going on? Because he's holding the pen like really freaking weird, but I guess it makes sense that he has to try to do different handwriting if he's trying to make it look legitimate. I'm assuming in some way all these things that he's writing, whether they all be like postcards or letters or whatever, are all meant to like maybe appeal to Huell's character or something, like show that he's like doing good in the world and he's a good person, and they oh, he got some other people to do it. He's got a bunch of people doing it. Huh. Are they trying interesting, tone down the anger? Is this supposed to be letters about the defense attorney or the prosecutor? I think would be the right word, not defense, because the lady that's trying to go for 2.5 years that was like really bitchy to Kim last episode. Are they trying to like discredit her? Hmm. Coushatta. Is that how you say that? Coushatta? Coushatta? LA. Nice parking job, dude. Guess it's a small town area. Probably why he came here. Like, no one's gonna, like, remember him or something passing through. No one gives a shit. Live bait and tackle. Oh, those are some empty bags. Can just get a bus ticket to go right back. Alright. Interesting. I'm looking forward to seeing whatever that does. Hey, Nacho. Back at it again. Ah, so he's the boss. Hmm. Gonna be the muscle. Oh! Fuck! Does that heal? Like, how does healing that work? Fuck. Thank God. I don't think those were gauges, were they? I think the damage would have been a lot worse than what we just saw if those were gauges. I think maybe it was like just really big earrings, but they still had like the little pinhole that they went through. I don't know. That's fucked up. Toughen this guy up. He's 8-Ball, isn't he, or whatever, I think? Or no, maybe not. He's the dude from Breaking Bad is what I learned. I didn't recognize him at all because I'm pretty sure he's like way more badass in Breaking Bad. Yet he seems so like wimpy here. You know, we're kind of seeing him grow as a character between here and Breaking Bad as well. Crazy 8, not 8-Ball. Crazy 8, right? Something like that. What is this place? Just doesn't say a word. He has a nice place. If that's his place. And since we had the time skip, obviously his wounds are better for the most part. That's a big ol' safe. Guess he's running things now, got a bunch of money. I wonder if he had this place before he, you know, seems to be in charge of it. Obviously, I'm like it's supposed to still be under the name of the Salamancas, right, and everything, but he's the one taking the money back. I'm sure a cut of it goes to what's the dude's name over in Mexico? It's like S something. I don't know. I probably have it written down somewhere in my notes. Not that it matters too much. It was a little bit ago that we actually heard about him, though. Oh, this is the R&R. I see. So did they go somewhere, or did they set all this up? Does the older guy need his form of R&R? Does he have something that he wants? Because he doesn't seem to be, thrilled. I can't find the guy's name. Definitely not Ernesto. Yeah, I guess either I wrote it down or I wrote it down earlier than where I looked to, but oh well. Brought him out to an actual bar. Who's this guy? What was that about? Is it just a little encounter, or hmm? So he does have someone back home. Is there security of some sort? Very trusting of this guy, leaving him out. Mike's such a badass. Stand up guy, Mike. Nice. Is he like theory crafting what they're working on in the basement here in front of these guys? Might be a little dangerous. I wonder if I'll have like an epiphany through this though. Yeah. Your current wife, man. The job. Hmm. What did you tell them? Does Mike just let it go? Does it end up being okay? I mean, they probably can't figure out what they're up to just based off talking about structural design kind of stuff, right? Jimmy made it back. She can't hear a word he's saying. The nail salon. What's he said? Nope. At the nail salon. I want to know their plan before the end of this episode. Please. All right. Fishies. Using the cell phones for... in case they verify, like, the people in the letters or something. So he's using the cell phones? Aw. How nice of her. Aw. That was nice of her. Thank you, nail salon lady. Alright. Are we gonna see it in action? Look at Kim coming through with her team. These badasses. Suzanne Erickson. All right, what you got? All right, power play. What was Jimmy up to, though? We'll see. Yeah, Kim. Leaves the door open, too. I ain't gonna respect you by shutting your door. Alright. How's our little troublemaker? I was gonna say Mike doesn't seem happy, but Mike never seems happy. Hmm. Not good. Basically, you're dead if you fuck up. Alright, hopefully nothing comes of that. I mean, he is kind of right. There's like random people. I mean, unless they're like. Oh. All the letters. So, okay, so that was his hometown. LA, Louisiana. Yep. I'm an idiot thinking Coushatta, Los Angeles, and Los Angeles is not a state. I'm a fucking idiot. When I said LA, I just thought LA. My brain was just not working. I was thinking of them as two separate entities too. Like I was just like Coushatta, and then I was looking at it as LA. And really. All right. Will she find like similarities in the handwriting of like the random people that filled it out? Now who's wasting all the mana power? No, that's why Jimmy set up all the phones. She's gonna call it. He's gonna have to. Is he gonna have to do like a million voices? $19.45. One of those had like really bad handwriting. Probably the one that he did with his pen like in between his two fingers. Who does he have doing this one? That's definitely not Jimmy. Hmm. Oh, nice. It's her. Nice. They're like taking donations and shit too. This is Kim's idea? Devious. She is so surprised that this less is more, is that what it said? Be careful not to say anything that you can't prove. That guy in the background looking it up, seeing if he can find the fire. Alright, less is more. Did he fuck it up with the fire thing? She gonna call anymore? So not all of them had numbers, only some of them, because obviously there are so many more letters than there are phones there. All right. The only bad thing is if she calls the bluff. But that's looking pretty good for Kim, I think. Maybe. Oh shit! It worked? I mean, that seems like a good thing. Oh, he's gonna do the pastor's voice. uh. Okay, so he came up with the phone idea. Wow. Nice. Well done, guys. Damn, she has clothes on. Just kidding. It's always a question when an actress gets up when it looks like they might have been sleeping together, you know? It's either they have clothes on or they have a sheet that they can conveniently wrap around themselves. Unless they show nudity in the show. Oh man. That shit was funny. Uh-oh. Kim can do the impossible. Hmm. Is she gonna pull a rabbit out of a hat? Or is she just gonna play it safe on this one? Is that the thing from the restaurant? With their, like, copper cups? I don't know. I don't know what that is. Hmm. More explosions he's gonna tell them about. Hmm. Alright, vouched for him. Gus is such a man of few words. I always want so much more from Gus when we see him on screen, but all we got was... And one. And then good. This place could use a lot of work. Making sure you're doing what you're saying. They had a good victory, but that doesn't mean their relationship is better. A couple hundred. Oh shit. What? What do you mean do it again? Like, crazy shit for your PD work or something? Kim's getting dragged in, boys! Let's go! Makes me wonder if she'll be any part of Saul Goodman when he's a thing. What do we got going on? Why is he... Who's here? Oh. I was just talking about this guy, right? Is he the... I don't know, maybe that's not the guy. No. He's not the guy from Mexico, right? With the cocaine. Who is this guy? Is he a rival gang kind of thing? He's a part of the Salamanca family? Is that what he was just saying? I'm sure that's the case. I'm sure. It's like I'm not even here and sits directly next to the... where all that shit goes down. Alright. That is going to be it, guys, for episode 8, right? Yes. Yeah. That was a good episode. That was a really good episode. I like that one. We got to see what they were doing. So kind of using all those markers and postcards and pens and all that stuff that Kim bought last episode in order to write a whole bunch of letters from Huell's hometown to make him sound like a hero, make it sound like they're all gonna come out and, you know, just fill the courtroom and all that, and made the judge like freak out, and if the prosecutor pushed for it even more, it would have pissed off the judge anyway, and all that. So yeah, they got it down to it worked out. Jimmy, so it was Kim's idea for the postcards and everything. It was Jimmy's idea to add phone numbers, use a bunch of his burner phones that he had in order to, you know, fake phone calls, had a system set up to answer the phone calls and try to make it believable. That was very good. I love that. I wonder how many more she called. Like, we kind of left those guys there to, like, you know, answer every third call, let the rest go to voicemail, you know, only last 30 seconds. But I wonder if that was needed, or did they all just sit there? Did she give up after she talked to the pastor? But yeah, they got it down to time served and 4 months probation. So he's, I mean, yeah, so he just got 4 months probation, basically, and that's all he's gonna deal with. So yeah, that was very, from 2.5 years all the way down to that. That's crazy. And now that it's like, it's done, right? Like, they talked about how, like, nothing else is gonna, like, it won't be a problem going forward kind of thing. I guess they could charge for new crimes, right? If they found out, like, Huell is safe because of double jeopardy, right? Like, he couldn't be tried again and for the same crime because, like, they manipulated the sentence kind of thing. But what the lawyer could do is she could go after Kim and Jimmy if she found out that, you know, for all the mail fraud and all that stuff that Jimmy talked about, because that is new crimes that they could charge. So Um, but but yeah, that was clever. They even had like a church site set up for him and everything, and had like places where they could donate a bunch of pictures and everything. That was really good, clever. But yeah, like the to wrap all that up, like Jimmy and Kim, their relationship are on the rocks, but that success seems to help them. And then I was worried she was gonna go there and be like, "Oh, this changes nothing," kind of thing. Like, you still did what you did, right? Like, because he was selling the phones, which she never knew about, and everything. Like, there's a lot of things Jimmy was doing that she wasn't aware of, but in the end, she's like, "Let's do it again." So I wonder what that is gonna mean. She had that kind of look when she was dealing with Mesa Verde, and we've kind of had ever since Kim's accident, we've kind of had her. It's almost like she's bored with Mesa Verde, right? And she got a little bit of excitement doing the PD work while she was recovering and all that, and now she's like, it kind of gave her some excitement, and then this thing with Huell gave her a lot of excitement, and then she finishes up with that, goes back to the Mesa Verde stuff, and it's like, very simple, boring stuff for her. So I think that's really what it is this is like way more exciting and invigorating kind of thing, rather than just dealing with banking law and stuff like that. So um but but yeah, so I'm curious, like I said, how do they do more? Do they just take on PD work and help people that are, like, obviously some of the people that she's doing PD work for are going to be like guilty. I'm sure they're not going to help I'm sure they're not going to try to help murderers get, less of a sentence kind of thing. I imagine it's going to be something where they're going to take decent people that are in a shitty situation and help them out through these different means that Kim and Jimmy come up with. So I guess we'll see how that goes forward, and that leads me, like, if she really gets into this, then I wonder if she could help with Saul Goodman stuff in the future. And sure, we didn't see her in Breaking Bad, but I mean, all they have to say is he keeps her separated so that if anything happens to him, it doesn't fall back on her, and that's why we never saw her in Breaking Bad. She could be kind of like a confidant for all of his work, that they talk about it at home or something. I don't know, but or something goes wrong. Obviously we've all been speculating as well, like, you know something goes wrong and she's not in the picture anymore either. So that's a possibility as well. But we'll see. Very interesting. I'm glad this seems to have fixed their relationship a little bit for now anyway. So cuz I like them together, and I'm not ready for that kind of like breakup drama. But yeah, on the Mike side of things, they went out for some R&R. Looks like they went to an actual joint for it, probably like bought out the place for the night kind of thing. Obviously, the one bad seed got a little too grabby. Mike handled it and everything, and then Mike saw Werner being, sitting at the bar, not really, he's married, he's not really interested in the ladies and stuff like that. The strippers, I mean, the dancers, I should say. Um, but but yeah, so he took him to an actual bar where obviously he drank a little too much. Mike left, and he started having conversations with people about the structural design and said a little too much. So, Mike's gonna have extra hard eyes on him. The guy knows he fucked up, so hopefully it'll all go smooth from here. It's also crazy that they're only at like the halfway point. Like, that's pretty far behind schedule, right? So, but but yeah. Um the part with Jimmy and Kim in bed with Jimmy doing the accent was really funny. That was really adorable too. I really like that. But as I said during the episode as well, sorry, I'm kind of jumping around here because honestly, like, I really enjoyed what we saw, but I don't know how much I have to talk about because a good chunk of the episode was either just not much to talk about, or a bunch of it was what I already talked about with like their plan for Huell and everything. But jumping around again, Gus talking to Mike. It's funny because, like I said, I always want more from Gus. I want to get inside his head. I want to know more about him, and we've gotten some stuff which gives us some, like, you know, I don't know how much of it was true, but the speech he gave in front of the employees at the Los Pollos Hermanos was like really interesting, talking about the guys that came in when they were a smaller shop and he had to give them the money and stuff like that. Like, I don't know how much of that is actually true. It very well could be true, but yeah, I would love more Gus. Like, I need a Better Call Gus show. uh, but yeah, having him here just being like, just said a few words, and it's just so impactful having him in the scene. Granted, if we got a whole ton of them, maybe it wouldn't be as impactful anymore. But I'm kind of hoping we maybe get some more of him. But anyway, we had Nacho with, first time we've seen his house, seemingly, and it seems like a really nice place. He saw the safe where he's storing his money. I wonder what the significance of that is, like why they showed that scene. Is it just to show that he's got a safe, a nice house, he's loaded kind of thing, for the end of the episode where this other Salamanca is going to come in and potentially ruin everything that they've got going at the moment? Maybe. We'll see. But he's got some ladies there that he's just given some drugs, probably there to, keep him happy whenever. But yeah, that, I don't know. It's just like, I'm guessing it's something like that, right? Like the beginning of the episode, we had, Nacho showing like he's kind of got a good thing going, even though he doesn't seem the happiest. But and now at the end, we have this other Salamanca here to potentially put a wrench in the machine that has been going so smoothly since Hector's accident and everything. Accident. But yeah, interesting stuff. But I'm really looking forward to seeing more. Like, we're very close to Jimmy getting his license back. We're very close. I feel like we're getting closer and closer to Saul Goodman as a lawyer and everything. Like, I could be wrong. Maybe it does keep dragging out. Maybe we do have like the all the way to the end of the show is Jimmy, and then at the very end we have Saul. But Suzanne Erickson, I wanted to look up her actress. Because last episode I thought she reminds me a little bit of the mother from Heroes, and I'm just curious. Okay, so Suzanne Erickson is an actual actress. That's not Okay, maybe I shouldn't just... Sometimes it's so hard to find these people. Played by Julie R. Pearl. Okay, Julie Pearl, let's see. Best known for Better Call Saul and Battle Creek. SWAT, American Greed, NCIS. I just watched NCIS. Oh, she was in one episode in 2021. I might not have watched that newer of a season. She was in El Camino, the Breaking Bad movie, which I actually never watched, so I don't recognize her from that. Without a Trace, I've heard of that, but never watched it. Okay, no. She reminds me a little bit of the mother from Heroes, but I guess I'm just wrong about that. Because I'm not seeing it here on IMDb, so I'm just wrong about that. I figured I'd probably be wrong. I haven't seen Heroes in a while, so it makes sense. I don't really recognize much of else that she's in. I feel like I've seen her somewhere, but maybe I did see the NCIS episode, and that's what I'm remembering it from. That's very possible. Because I just did rewatch that. Other than that, I don't really know what I would have recognized her from. So, unless she was actually, I only saw Breaking Bad El Camino in there. I didn't see actual Breaking Bad in the list, so I don't think she's part of Breaking Bad. But yeah, I wanted to look it up because I was curious whether I was right or wrong. I was wrong, but that's all good. Anyway, yeah, really, that's all I have to say. I really did, even though I didn't really talk that much about this episode, I feel like, but I really did enjoy it. I love the plan. It goes back to the whole thing where Jimmy and Kim kind of have this on and off, like, run these scams, do this shit, and, you know, this is kind of like the scams that Jimmy runs, but it was to help someone rather than hurt someone, and now Kim wants more, so it's definitely an interesting direction for the show, and I wonder how it's gonna go, how they're gonna utilize their skills in this kind of thing and stuff like that to do more, you know. So, but yeah, it's gonna be it, guys. Thank you so much. Hit that subscribe button if you enjoyed. Check out my Patreon if you want to see more from me. Link in the description below, or it should be popping up on the screen. You guys can see the rest of Better Call Saul right now on there. Check it out. Thank you guys so much, and I will see you in my future reactions. Bye-bye.